Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to Salaam Britain. Our next guest now is someone millions of viewers around the world will instantly recognize. Whether you watched Salahuddin Ayyubi, where he portrayed the legendary Nuruddin Zengi, or Kuruluş Orhan as the unforgettable Timurtaş Noyan, his performances have captivated audiences across the globe, mashallah. Born in Istanbul and originally from Şanlıurfa, Mehmet Ali Nuroğlu took an unconventional path into acting. After spending 3 years studying philosophy at Middle East Technical University, he followed his passion for the arts by enrolling in the theatre department at university. Even before graduating, he was already performing with Turkey's prestigious state theatres and working alongside renowned theatre figures, including serving as assistant to Semih Sergen. His move to Istanbul for Şagan Irmak's acclaimed television series Şambirminde Gül Oya marked the beginning of a remarkable career spanning theatre, television and film. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Now, audiences here in the UK have a rare opportunity to experience his work live on stage. This summer, as part of the Camden Fringe, Mehmet Ali stars in Dünyada at the Cockpit Theatre in London, a production that has been months in the making and one that he is deeply passionate about. It's a wonderful opportunity not only for fans of Turkish drama, but also for anyone who appreciates powerful live theatre. Mehmet Ali Nuroğlu, welcome to Salaam Britain. It's a pleasure to have you here with us today.
Yeah, thank you. It's very nice for me to be here, and Salaam Britain.
We are very happy to have you indeed on the show, and I am really excited to talk about your journey in acting and also about Dunyada. But first of all, let me ask you about, prior to your acting career, you were in philosophy.
Yeah.
So how did the shift happen between philosophy and acting?
Yeah, first of all, I was into the theater when I was very young. You know, like when I was 14 or 15, there was this drama class in our school, and I attended to it. And at the end of the year, we had a show, we had a performance. And after I was on the stage for the first time, something happened to me, and you know, and afterwards, I really never leave theater. So when I was going to take this university exams. I chose Middle East Technical University. I write all departments. My aim was to go in that university because METÜ is for short, Middle East Technical University. METÜ is a very old university and has a very nice campus for students, and the student life is very good there. And also they have this theater company founded by students, and it is very important in Turkish theater as well. So I wanted to be a part of it. That's why I chose METÜ.
Right.
And it was about theater again. But when I was there, I saw that it's impossible for me to finish that department when I'm doing theater, because I was very into theater and wasn't attending to the lessons or, you know,
philosophy.
Didn't doing the homeworks, and the philosophy department is very tough, and you have a lot of readings and studying. You have to study hard, and so I decided to quit. And
after 3 years?
After 3 years, I decided to quit and to go to the state conservatory instead.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you have any support from your family? Were they against it?
You know, it's tricky. My mother supported me too much, and my father supported me in his way. But it was after he learned that I quit philosophy studying at METÜ, because METÜ is a big university in Turkey. He was very upset at first, but then he get used to this idea. And now he's maybe the biggest supporter. He is always with me. He helps me very much. I thank him and my mother.
Yeah, it's fascinating when sometimes, you know, we end up working in our passion, in the thing that we love really, despite that the appearances say differently.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing for me. You know, when I was at secondary school, I was always engaged with the school radio. So I was the host of the school radio. Then I went to study science, and then from science I went back to media. Actually, I studied media, and now I'm working in media. So you never know.
Yeah.
You never. SubhanAllah. And as you said, when you were on the stage and you felt something weird happen to you, maybe that's the passion calling you.
Yes.
That you felt that you are meant to do this, and you have the capacity to do that. I think that's what happened there. Brilliant. Do you think now that the study of philosophy impacted or shaped the way that you see the world, of course, but also you see the acting career?
Yes, of course. You know, philosophy has a wide range of subjects and discussions about this world and and life, and theater is about life, and so it helps. I didn't study really philosophy, you know, at that young age, but afterwards, when I was graduated, I started to read by myself. Yes, I had a foundation. I had very good teachers in METÜ, and maybe they gave me a perspective to look at things differently, and it helped me very much. And I still read philosophy, and reading is my hobby. You know, I read a lot. I like literature, poetry, and philosophy, history. I read all the time. So it helps, but anything can help to improve your skills in theater, because theater, I think, as life, it's very wide and it involves everything. Nothing is out of the theater. Everything is so immersive. It is very immersive theater. So, as I told you before our interview, you don't have to read or do something, do some searching, do some exercises, or you don't need to do anything. You can sit on your balcony or at a bank in the city center and watch around. It will help you to, because our job is about human life, about human emotions, how we live, how we act. So you have to be involved in life.
By your personality, by yourself. It's like as if you are bringing your own experiences and yourself to the act itself on theater.
Yeah, and if you are not involved in life, if you are isolated, then it won't work for you. Not as an actor, it won't work. Maybe for a director or a scriptwriter or a painter, it might work, but for an actor, you have to be involved in life. You have to be in the middle of the life.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, theatre is a famous culture here in the UK. I think you chosen London for a reason, I think.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about that in a minute. But before diving there, I just want to mention that I love theatre. When I go to see a play, I feel that I learn so much. I learn from the actor, from their personalities, from what they say, how do they interact, and it's really alive. It's very different from cinema experience or TV experience. It's very alive, and it adds something to you. There is the feelings and the emotions that connects you to the act, to the play itself, and to actors. So it's very deep experience. I guess. I mean, many international viewers know you from historical dramas such as Salahuddin Ayyubi, as Kuruluş. And now this is something very different. It's Dunyada. I was very lucky to go and then to see Dunyada yesterday in the Cockpit Theatre in London, in Edgware Road, and it's very creative, and I want to ask you many questions on that. But first of all, how did Dunyada was put together?
Yeah, it was, I think, in 2022 when I first read it. And I was very impressed and struck by the script. It was so powerful and full of thoughts and emotions that I share. The words this writer, Will Eno, writes were my words. You know, I could have written this if I had the talent. I thought, and I immediately wanted to make this happen right away. But at the end of this year, we learned that we are going to have a baby, my wife and I. And so everything changed in my life. My priorities changed. So, and when Asu, my girl, was born, on that exact moment, while we were in the birth room, I had so many messages from my agent, and I phoned her, and she said, "There is this piece which I sent you last week, which was Salahuddin's script.
Right, Salahuddin Ayyubi's script.
We have to tell them yes or no today." And I said, yes, okay, it's my girl's Kismet. Then say yes, I will come, and I shut it, and I was in the birthing room again.
SubhanAllah, the risk of the baby came.
Yeah, I thought that, you know, it's I'm a picky person usually. I pick very hard, difficult. But that time I thought, okay, newborn is coming to this world, and this job comes, and this is her kismet, and why wouldn't I do it? And I also like the character, Nurettin Zengi. He's very impressive and very unique personality.
Indeed.
And you, as an actor, you don't have this chance a lot to portray a unique character.
Yes.
So we were living in Ankara, the capital of Turkey at that time, and then we moved to Istanbul for this job. I'm originally from Istanbul, but I like Ankara, you know. So for about 1.5 years, I worked for Salahuddin, and then when it finishes, I immediately turned to my script, Dünyada, and started to work on that piece. I think it was the spring of 2025. And it was April, late April. And then I worked on it, and it was my premiere in June, late June of 2025.
MashaAllah.
Yeah.
This is great. So something came on the way, but you turned back for your idea that you really felt strongly for it.
Yeah.
And just to clarify for our viewers, so Dunyada is basically comes from Will Eno. He is, as you mentioned, an American playwright, and he's a famous playwright.
Yeah, very.
And the script, I think, is called Title and Deed.
Yes.
Isn't it? And it's a philosophical, very deep monologue that talks about the human life, but very deeply.
Yeah.
Now, when I watched Dunyada yesterday, I was really impressed by many things. By the idea, by the monologue, it's extremely different.
Yeah.
It's very different from any other play I've ever seen. I wanted to tell us more about the play itself. It comes from you better than me describe it. I know I'm going to fail describing the play. I think you are the best person to do that.
No, you know, theater is something that you need just an actor and an audience. That's it, you know.
Yeah.
So the point of view of the audience, the thoughts, the feelings, emotions are more important than mine. I really respect that the viewers feel and think. So you can tell. But as you asked, I'll try to tell my point of view about the play. So this is a play about a man who is a foreigner, who is not from here, as he says. The play starts with these words, you know, I'm not from here, and I never will be. So, so we start to listen to this guy's thoughts about his life and his feelings about being a stranger in a strange country that is not the same culture with his own country, and his search for a home, for a feeling at home, but he never finds it anywhere, even at his home. He doesn't feel at home. So this is a piece of this is a piece about feeling at home. What is that? What does make us feel at home? What does that mean? And are we happy with our life, with our surroundings, or are we just alienated from our surroundings?
Yeah.
And I think that's universal.
It is.
So this play starts with alienating words that divides the people into two, as I'm not from here, but I'll assume you are. So he divides and alienates himself from the audience at first. But at the end, as you have seen, and I hope you felt that, there is no alienation, there is no strangeness. We all share the same life. We all humans, coming from different cultures and different religions and different languages, but we share the same life, same emotions. We go through the same stages, you know. We got born, and we fell in love. We marry, we broke up, we lose our fathers and mothers, and you know, life is, and at the end we all die.
It's the same cycle.
Happily we die, and because you know, when there is no death, there is no meaning in life. If it's just for all gods. For Allah, for the time is eternal, but human life is limited and is precious. So this is a play about this, and I like the feeling. I like this process of the play. It starts with alienation, but at the end there is this coming together feeling that we are all almost the same. Yeah. And I think this can help us in this divided world. You know, there's lots of divisions. We don't need that. We can be more open to the differences between us and let the differences live healthy life and be together again. You know what I mean?
It's very deep, and I see what you mean. I felt that I was discussing this with your lovely producer,
yes.
And something that you said during the play that really struck me and led me to reflect on many things. And actually seconds what you just said. We all live the same life basically, and being a foreigner, that's a word we need to reflect on. You said that if you don't have like a sound or a good mind and a good heart, it doesn't matter where you live. You always feel a foreigner. You always feel like not home.
Yeah.
And it's really true. It's really true, because sometimes when we are like low in our mood or something, and you think that when you're gonna have your holidays and you travel, you will be happy, but doesn't happen for some reason.
Yeah.
Because there is something wrong here in the heart and the mind.
You're not tuned.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I found that very, very deep, and it's very difficult to reflect on that, or even to figure that out of a play in a normal discussion. But you put it in a very, very gradual way, so the viewers and the spectacle can understand it. Was it one of the maybe the strongest moment, the deepest moment of the play for you, or was it any other deep moment in the play for you?
You know, I really love this piece, this writing of Will Eno. I really admire it. I'm always reading it, you know, not just to memorize, just to. If I don't have a show for a long time, for example, 2 weeks, 3 weeks breaks, I always turn and read it.
Read it again.
And it's always a new perspective, and it's like Z calls it as it's an onion, you know. You always peel it off, and there is always coming new things,
the new layers.
So, and I love a lot of things in the play, but I think the most touching thing for me is that when I turn my camera to the audience and feel that connection. Yeah, I feel connected. For example, when I'm telling this story of my mother's death, and I'm shooting a lady as my mother, and then there is a feeling, you know, I can't describe it with words. That's only a sense that I feel it, and I'm sure if I feel it, the lady feels it, and we are in a connection. That's the power of theater. You can't do it with cinema. It's just with theater, because it's live and happening in that exact moment that we share, and we can get connected. And I think it's why theater is still living. You know, it's an old job, very old, as old as the humanity, maybe. Yeah. But it still lives, and especially after the pandemics, after that isolation, people tend to prefer to go to theater more, I think, as in Turkey it's like that. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, amazing. I mean, mashallah. I mean, you are a very talented actor. You portrayed some incredibly complex historical figures, mashallah. And it's a really like pleasure for us to discuss deep aspects of the play that you are doing, mashallah, Dunyada. And just very quickly to add that you have done Dunyada in Turkey, in Turkish language, and here in English language, which is fantastic by itself. To play it in multiple languages, and that's one aspect, and subhanallah, the producer is telling me that we don't have much time. But finally, what would you like to say to your fans in the UK and everyone thinking of coming to see Dunyada very quickly? Yeah,
you know, I have a producer here. She's here, Ziye, and she's Chinese and living in London. And she knows me from the historical pieces. And while she was searching for me through internet, she saw that I have a play. And at that time, she was planning to come to Istanbul. She likes to travel. And then she came to my play, and she didn't know the script. She doesn't know my language, but still she got something from the play. And afterwards we met and we talked, and what she was saying about her feelings and thoughts about the play were so accurate, you know. Although she doesn't know my language and the script. Then I sent her the script, and she read it, and she told me that we must take this to London. And okay, I said, why not? I'll be very happy. This is the capital of theater, you know, the world capital of theater. So, and I told her that if we'll come there, I want to play it in the original language, in English. So maybe I tried my best, and this man is a foreigner, so I didn't have to have that British accent, so I was relaxed, and you know, I have a good English while I'm reading, because I studied philosophy in English, so I can read in English anything. But I started to work on this speaking thing, and I think I managed it somehow.
No, absolutely, absolutely. I think the audiences, from what I saw, we understood it. We got the feeling. We are impressed of you performing, and also all the creative things that you embedded. It was a very new thing for us, that for me at least, that I didn't see before. But inshallah, so for our viewers, I think there is the last act is on Sunday. This Sunday, is it in the Cockpit Theatre again?
Cockpit at 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Yeah.
Inshallah, 7 p.m. in the Cockpit.
Yeah.
Dunyada, mashallah. Thank you so much, Mehmet Ali.
Yeah, thank you for having me here. It's very nice to be here.
Jazakallah khair. It was a real pleasure.